Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Blue Chew. You're getting older, so sometimes the genie doesn't always come out of the lamp, no matter who's rubbing it. Well, alakazam! Blue Chew is here to grant your wish of a better dick. Alakazam, I don't know. That feels racist towards maybe a Muslim? Who knows? Look, we've all tried it. We all enjoyed it. Blue Chew's good. You pop it in, you take a nibble, and boom, you're hard as a rock on Tuesday. You got to do it. Why take the chance? It's all mental, folks. You start thinking about the boner, and you can't get it up, and then you can't get it back. It's a mess. Get more confidence in the bedroom. Blue Chew is an online prescription service. That means no doctor's office or waiting in line. Talk to a licensed medical provider and get prescription online. Ships right to your door in a discreet package. Blue Chew's tablet offers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form. If you don't like swallowing pills, this is for you. Works fast. Take it day or night. And Blue Chew makes everything in the USA, even your hard-on. Yeah, why take the risk, folks? Don't get in your head. Keep it in your pocket. See if you could benefit from an extra confidence when it's time to perform. Blue Chew can help. Special offer just for the gays. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code Tuesdays. Just pay $5 for shipping. Again, that's BLUE Chew.com. Promo code Tuesdays to try it for free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Love you, Blue Chew.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Here we are, folks. It's Tuesday. I'm gay. We're here. We're queer. What's shaking? You got the red on. Very loud. Good hoodie.
It's loud?
I don't know.
Loud. I got red and red. Red on top, red on the bottom.
Yeah. The black folk like the matching. I went to public school, and it was like, oh, shit, you don't match.
Yeah, they like to match. I mean, I'm N, B, N, a lot of, all New Balance. And you got Nike. A lot of N's in the sneakers.
Yeah, a lot of N-words. Yeah, we're doing it up. Boy, it's been a wild run. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, it's weird because we just recorded, didn't we? I mean, it was only a week ago, wasn't it?
Was it? No.
It must have been Monday. Yeah, Monday.
Oh, I guess it was. With Chuck.
With Chuck, who now has COVID.
Yes.
Can we out him? Are we allowed to? Doesn't it feel like COVID's like this dirty thing?
It's like being gay in the 40s.
Yeah, or the 90s.
Sure, Ellen.
Isn't that a sweet letter, that Zany's letter? She writes to Zany's and is like, I'd like to middle act. I'm clean. Please have me.
I love that letter. I took a photo of it when I was there. It's fun seeing people at the bottom. I mean, she is a bottom, but it's fun seeing people when they start, especially when you know them as this superstar.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and to have her be like humble and be like, "Please let me work here," and I'm funnier than this. This is just a business email. That's Zany's. What are some clubs that have as much history, like you feel it?
Yes,
Dangerfield's was like that, but it's gone.
Right, strip, comic strip.
Yes,
you feel
the strip.
It. They have a thing framed of Seinfeld filling out a card for an open mic.
Right.
That's exciting.
And someone writes like strong material. I think it's Lucian. It's like strong material.
Yes.
Little dick or something.
Yeah, ugly face. Jew.
Must have been too early for Lucian. I don't know. Whoever it was. But the Zanies, Old Town Chicago, which they call it downtown because they have Rosemont and downtown. And all the locals are like, this isn't downtown. I'll tell you that. And you're like, all right, well, that's the name of the club.
I didn't name it, Queef.
But that room, you walk in and it's palpable, whatever that word means.
Yes.
It's just hundreds and hundreds of headshots, black and white. Everyone's dead. Tons of Jay Leno photos.
Yeah, a lot of ODs. A lot of people quit.
It used to be a titty bar back in the day.
Is that right?
A vaudeville. Oh, not vaudeville. What's the other one?
Burlesque.
Burlesque, yes.
Bill Burlesque.
You know, I think we'd kill on $64,000 pyramid, whatever that thing is.
Oh, man, we would clean up. We would just look at each other and fart, and I go, Holocaust.
I mean, don't
Yes.
you think we should put together a show?
Yes.
Because there's the other one where you flip up or something like that. Where
Flip cup? No, wait.
no, it's
Heads up.
Heads up. Yes,
7 Up.
we got
We
to
just did it
challenge
again.
someone. We got to challenge someone on Heads Up.
Bring it on.
I mean, I feel like we would dominate
Dominatrix.
Dom Herrera.
Dom DeLuise. Yeah. It's a great idea. We should go around the country doing Heads Up, 7 Up and just really cook.
Yeah, like street vendor people.
Yes.
We bark them in and then like watch these two go, and then we're
Right.
just like whatever. Seinfeld, bartender,
Michael
AIDS.
Richards, the N-word. But we would clean up, but then they would go, it's a setup.
Right.
They're grifters. They're hustlers. They're rooking us. And we go, no, you do it.
Dom DiMaggio. Just thought of another Dom. Sorry.
Aha.
I was having trouble with the Doms.
Dum, da-dum, dum.
Hey,
Shit.
that's fun. Dominic Hashik. But any tits. What was
Domino's
I-
Pizza.
What was I saying? Oh, I haven't had Domino's since the 70s.
You're doing well. I feel like you were more addicted to Domino's than booze.
Well, the reflux, I had to cut down on all this stuff. But then did I tell you about the ENT? I went to the ENT. It was fantastic.
Wait, the EMT.
ENT.
Oh, ENT. What's the ENT?
Ear, nose, throat.
Emergency Nazi trial.
There was a few of those back in the day.
That's true.
I don't know if they were emergencies, but
Well, I think it got pretty hairy.
yeah, it was bad news bears. Those Nazis are not great.
Nah, Nazi.
No, they stuck. But so I went to the ear, nose, throat because I was freaking out after Skankfest because I was having cigars up the ass and hot sauce, and then you just get anxiety. And I hadn't been in a couple of years. You know, the reflux can lead to esophageal cancer.
Ooh.
And nobody's helpful. Everyone wants to be like this. Oh, you better be careful with the thing. And I just cannot stop eating Chipotle and marinara and smoking cigars. And then we yell a lot. We talk a lot.
Right. And we're in Houston. It's Mexican food. It's barbecue. It's booze. It's cigars. Yeah. Podcast. You're just screaming your butts off.
Well, and I did the roast. You go first. You feel great. But then as you're sitting there, you start to have that anxiety of like,
Oh, yeah.
does everybody hate me? Is he mad? So then that anxiety manifests into like, what if you have cancer?
Right.
And then I'm looking at my own throat. I'm like, is that red? Is that bumpy? So I'm neurotic. So I made an appointment, went to the ear, nose, throat doctor. And what a relief. Going to the doctor is fantastic. I was so anxious, freaking out. He puts the scope up your nose. It goes all the way down into your throat.
Whoa. Does that hurt?
It's not great, but it really saved me from the COVID. Like COVID testing does not bother me
No, it's a little...
because this thing goes all the way
Rim
down
job.
into your throat. And he looked at it, and I was like, I'm afraid of cancer. And his nurse, she was like the get out of here doctor. She just starts laughing.
I
She's
love
like,
a get outta here
"Cancer."
doctor.
She's like, that's hilarious. And then he looked, and I was like, well, he's like, it's a little red. It's irritating. You got to lay off the hot sauce. You got to
Oh, okay.
You got to lay off the hot sauce on show night. He's like, if you don't have a show, have some hot sauce. But this is bad. It's going to irritate, swell it up. And he's like, the cigars are bad. I don't want to get into why cigars are bad, but lay off the cigars.
Okay.
And I'm like, but what about, am I going to get cancer? And he's like, you're not a cancer guy.
What is it? You're totally a cancer guy. That's all you talk about.
He's saying you're not going to get it.
How does
He's like,
he know?
you're not a guy because I don't smoke, I don't drink.
Oh,
He's a
not
doctor.
bad.
He's looking in there. He's like, look at you. He's like, you're thin. He's like, you take care of yourself. It's the people that are smoking and drinking, like Attell.
Uh-huh.
Attell should be going every 3 hours to get his throat checked.
Right. Deep throat.
But he laughed me off. He's like, get out of here. He's like, you had an endoscopy 2 years ago. I'm like, do I need another one? He's like, what? No.
Wow.
He's
I
like,
don't
go.
I don't even know what an endoscopy is.
That's the one where they put the camera all the way into your asshole.
Wow.
Goes way down.
Damn, the anal cam.
He's like, you don't have Barrett's, you don't have esophageal anything. He's like, you're totally fine.
This is the best news I've ever heard.
I feel like $100. I went straight out and ate a bunch of marinara and Chipotle.
Yeah. I mean, well, now that you know that, all that good news, what are you going to stew about? You got nothing. You got all this this open space free now.
Oh, there's plenty to stew. Well, I had stopped stewing for a long time.
All right,
I just
no
started
stew.
re-stewing.
Bad stew.
Stu Sutcliffe, and
Stewie Griffin.
Stu Hart. But
Beef stew.
oh, I love beef stew.
Bring it on. Ladle it.
If you're a guy named Stu, you got to have the nickname Beef Stew, right?
I'd hope, unless you're a fucking vegan.
Yeah, or like a skinny prick. Hate these skinny guys. But anyways, clean bill of health. Now, I know you got a lot going on. You got a lot cooking, big stuff, big meat, big asshole.
Big stew.
I don't want to take up any more of my ear, nose, throat business, but I'm cancer-free.
I love it. I love hearing that. That's great news. Good to have you back, and I'm glad you can live free and breathe clear.
It's nice, but God, these doctors, it's outrageous how expensive they are.
Ah, it's bananas.
I don't
Highway
wanna tell
robbery. I was just in Canada. Healthcare. I got my asshole checked.
Did you?
Nah, I should have.
Yeah, we need to have that health care taken care of.
Feels like we could do it, right?
Oh, 100%.
We won't get into it.
We did that a couple weeks ago in Austin. I think we broke it down, and nobody called me a Nazi. So,
Don't read the comments.
oh shit, are they bad?
I read a few. There was a lot of these guys don't know shit about whatsoever, and I'll give them what for, and the whole thing. So,
Well, what can you do?
We're a couple of comics. We're zinging and zanging.
Yeah, nobody knows what's what anything. No, who cares?
We gotta fill time. Blow me. But I got too much to talk about. Some good, some bad, some happy, some sad.
What's this bad? I mean, you can't. You alluded to bad twice. Can we just get the bad out of the way? I hate the bad.
It's not bad for you. It's bad for me.
Well, I don't like bad for you. Bad for you is bad for me because I care about you.
Oh, well, that's nice. All right. Uh-oh. Speaking of bad, party's over. Here comes old Dick Tits.
This cat gets more mixed reviews than a Woody Allen film. I mean, I'm in Chicago. I'm meeting and greeting. By the way, Chicago, unbelievable. We sold every seat. It was so exciting.
Yeah.
But the Tuesday, they come up, they go, you got to get rid of the cat. The cat is shit. Ruins the podcast. Worst thing that ever happened. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right, I'll kill the cat. He walks away. Next guy comes up. He's wearing cat ears. He's got a tail. He brings me cat food, kibbles and bits.
Right.
I got,
He's playing with a yarn.
I got act outs and bits. And he's like, you got to get Greg, the cat, get a second cat.
Yeah.
You should each have a cat.
Right.
You should do it in a cat cage.
Sure. Catwoman.
Catnip.
Scratch fever. All right. Well, the cat in the hat. So we'll just dive right into it.
Please, hit me with the bad.
All right. We're going bad first.
Get it out of the way.
When people say good news, bad news, always take the bad first.
Of course you want the bad.
Yeah. So
when the good news isn't that good, though?
It's never good.
Like the bad news is your father has cancer. The good news is the Sox are playing tonight.
Right. It's taco night. You're like, Jesus Christ. All right. But so what's that day? Wednesday. It's Wednesday night last week in New York City. Beautiful night, 60 degrees. I got Vancouver on Thursday, which is a hellish slog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a cross-country and a cross-border and a COVID.
Ugh.
You know, it's just a lot of horse shit. Get up here, Dick.
Is this direct?
No, you can't do direct anymore because you got to stop for COVID and talk to them and, blow up hockey player and eat some maple syrup.
I hate COVID. COVID's ruining my Germany trip, by the way. I'll get into that later.
Well, yeah, buckle up, fatty, because it's you haven't seen the most of it yet. So I go, all right, it's Wednesday night. I got 4 sets. Now, 4 sets in New York it's a tall order because, I got the Comic Strip, I got West Side Comedy Club, I got The Stand, and I got Gotham. So I'm Upper East, Upper West, Lower East, Lower West, basically. So it's a tough night maneuvering wise, but I got the hog.
Right.
So I got the hog, and I go, I'll zip, I'll zap, I'll zing, and I'll zang.
Right.
So everything's going to plan. I map it out. I text all the producers, hey, can I go first on this one, last on that one, third on this one? It's all locking in.
Pipes.
Lock it in too well, where you're like, oh, something's going on here. So I fly up to West Side Comedy Club, do the set. Great show, packed out. Zip over to Comic Strip. Knock it out. Hot show. Everything's running on time. I lock the bike up. I run on stage. Boom. Mark Norman. I'm Kevin Hart. All right, I leave. Unlock the bike. Bam. Barrel it down to Gotham. Hot show. Killer stuff at Gotham. Gaffigan's there. How you doing? Lock the bike up. Bip, bip, bip. Do a couple pull-ups. Go on at Gotham. Hey, I finish. Unlock the bike. Zip down to New York Comedy Club. Park the bike. Look at my phone. Hey, you're fine. You got plenty of time. All good. Don't worry about it. I was like, oh, okay. So you can relax a little. You're not late. Put the bike down, or I park it. This guy walks up. This guy, Kevin. I haven't seen this guy in years. He's used to date Schumer. He's an old road manager guy. Nice guy. He's got kids now. We chat. He goes, I saw the bike pull up. I said, hello. Somebody comes out from the club. I go, you're on. I go on. fun show, hot crowd, a lot of gays, doing my thing, doing some new stuff, and I get this one. The Stretch.
The Stretch.
I guess somebody wasn't there, or the host went gay, or had diarrhea. Who knows? So I'm stretching. You're supposed to do 15 minutes. I end up doing 20. Whatever. No biggie.
Okay.
Get off stage. Thanks for stretching. Here's your money. You want a water? Yeah, give me a water. And I'm talking to this guy in the lobby area of New York Comedy Club, and I go, what the hell? I look out the window. That's weird. Bike's gone. So I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe somebody's playing with it. Maybe I'm queefing. My vision's off. I go outside. The bike's just gone.
My wallet's gone.
Wallet is gone. That tearing sound. So I'm like, what the hell? And I see these guys on a stoop, shooting dice, smoking dope. And I go, hey, did you guys see a bike here? He goes, nah, but there's a lot of shelters around here. A lot of homeless shelters. And I go, oh. So I go, I guess the bike got stolen. Because I feel like if it got towed, that's the other option. You'd see it beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, towed takes hours, days. No one's getting towed in 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour.
Totally. So I'm like, huh.
Totally.
Yes. Foot, finger. So I'm like, well, also, and the guy goes, did you lock it up? And I go, I guess I didn't.
It's that Kevin. Kevin fucked you.
Kevin! So I'm like, and you have that denial. You're like, ow, somebody's fucking with me. Something's going on. I walk around the block.
Brutal.
Maybe I'll see it. Maybe a guy's playing with it because it still has no keys in it. So you can't start it. But you could just walk away with it,
Right. But who wants to walk away with a bike?
I know.
I guess you can jimmy it or jig it or...
Yeah, N-word rig. Who knows? But either way, the bike's not where I parked it. I couldn't be towed, so I said, fuck, I'm calling the police.
Okay.
I called the police.
You're a real Karen.
I know, right? So the police show up, and they got there in like 20 minutes, and I'm starting to get, the sadness is hitting me. Like, the hog, you've had it
horrible.
for years. People know about the hog. You love the hog. You fuck the hog.
High on the hog.
Yes.
Hogs and heifers.
All right. Hogwarts. So cops show up. Now, here's the clinker.
Haagen-Dazs.
Oh, nice. So the cops show up, and it's two young guys. Got an Asian guy and an Indian guy.
Indian,
from India.
I see.
The la curry, the other stuff.
Curry favor.
Yeah, cabs. So he's like, all right, he's got the notepad. All right, where did you park it? Right here. Okay, what year is it? What's the VIN number? And I'm pulling out all the bullshit. And he goes, so what do you do? And the cops are very dismissive. They're like, all right, they won't really look you in the eye. And all these people are coming out of the show now. They're going, huge Tuesday. Let me get a photo. Kevin Hart.
Wow.
Oh, praise Allah. Queef it up. Anal. How's Greg? And these guys are like, who is this dude? And the cops don't give a shit. And then one of them goes, were you on Rogan? And I go, yeah, I've done it a couple times.
Did they
They're
Google
like,
you?
Oh, my God. Yeah, I guess they Googled me.
Weird.
So now they're like, you've been on Rogan? We love Rogan. Blah, blah, blah. They're going nuts. And I'm like, oh, yeah, defund the police, whatever. And so they're like, we're going to get that bike. But that was it. I got their numbers. They said, here, call us if you need anything. And that's where we're at.
What? That's the end?
That's
You're still
it.
searching?
I'm
There's
still
no
searching.
bike?
Well, what do you want? I mean, it's gone. I told the police. They made a report.
I'm not mad. I'm upset you don't have the bike. I thought it was going to end happy. I thought this was going to be a fun story where they went out and they searched and they found a guy. They kicked in his door. They shot him twice or whatever.
I told you it was bad.
Oh, my God. Well, I thought it was going to be bad and then redeem or something.
No redeem.
So it's out. It's missing right
Silent
now,
redeem.
currently?
Currently, it's out there. I'm sure it's in the Bronx getting chopped up and fucked up the pooper right up the tailpipe. So, New York gays, if you're out and about, keep an eye peeled for the golden brown 1986 Gorelli.
Or it could be anywhere. I mean, it could be Jersey. It could be Connecticut, the tri-state areas, Long Island. I mean, let's get some eyes out on this thing.
Yes, an APB, whatever that is.
Ashley Prook Roberts.
Yeah.
Wait, Roberts. No, wasn't even close.
All right, but you know what I mean. Help us out, anal penis.
Oh, my God.
Bitch. So, it's out there, Jerry.
Well, here's an interesting thing, because I heard a little bit about this thing.
What do you mean?
Well, I heard this
you know where it is?
that night. I got no idea, but that night, Wednesday, I was at the Cellar.
Okay.
And then Sarah was at New York Comedy Club, I think later, or maybe at the same time.
I think I saw her.
And I jogged over, And I was texting with you.
That's right.
We were texting that night, and then we came out, and we were talking about something. She's like, oh, Mark's bike got stolen from here, I guess. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. I was like, I'm texting with him right now. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, what happened? Like, I don't know. What's going on? And she's like, I don't know. I just heard someone say that.
Yeah.
And I was like, weird. And then I texted you back. We texted a couple more times. But then I just forgot about it, and you never brought it up. So I thought,
didn't want to bother anybody.
And then we were texting, so I was like, I don't think that I don't think that's I think it must be done. I just assumed
I figured
it was gotten back, and then you'd moved on. That's why we were texting regular text.
Right. No, I was texting through tears.
Oh my God, the bike.
Yeah, queef, anal, da. But yeah, the bike. And I walked home with my head between my taint.
But the bike feels like Rosie Perez in White Man Can't Jump. Like it always leaves. Does it feel like a final time here?
No, it does feel like I might find it, but maybe I'm just being in denial, or my kid's kidnapped, and I'm going, oh, he'll turn up, or my dad went out and got a pack of cigarettes, and I'm like, Dad's coming back, but maybe he won't.
Because maybe you can sing to it at Jeopardy and win it back or whatever.
Yes.
Like you got to throw the hook shot up there and make it.
Right. What is a quince? You never know. The starts with the letter Q. I don't know. QAnon.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, and a hook shot. But yeah.
What a great cut that is.
I know. I love that cut.
It's a hell of a film. Great picture.
What do you go? That's Ghana. You're over here on the whatever.
You're shooting for the Sudan.
I don't know what that means. Oh, Sudan.
Because the backboards are flags that represent whatever countries these fellows are from. And he has to shoot the thing. But it's ridiculous. That part of this, it's an amazing movie, great script, fun movie.
Sure.
But that part that he's like, he puts up his car.
Right.
Like he's betting his car on a one-handed hook shot 3/4 the length of the court.
Right.
You're like, what kind of bet is that?
Also, I love how the security guard can get you onto the program on TV, this giant game show.
By the way, I was watching Rudy today because I needed a little motivation, you know?
Yes.
That Rudy had a profound effect on my life.
Oh, really?
Well, he's a blue-collar kid from the small town, and he's like, they're all mean to him, and he's like, I'm going to be somebody, you'll see. And they're like, just shut up, you faggot.
Right.
That's how I grew up. So I really relate. But anyways, so I'm watching the movie, and I don't know how well you know Rudy, but the first game, he goes to school. He's at Notre Dame. He's going to the Holy Cross, the community college across the street. He's trying to get into the football game, and he can't.
Is that the
Fighting Irish?
Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
Yes, the little guy with the knuckles.
So he's trying to get in there to the game. There's a big game day, and he was working for the Boosters, and he was going to get into the game because he works for the Notre Dame Boosters, but he gets kicked out because he's drunk, and he says, I don't go to school here.
Booster shot.
So they're like, you can't. I got one. So, or I didn't, whatever you guys did. So he can't get into the game, but he works for the grounds crew. This would be more fun if you knew the movie.
Right.
He's got a job in the grounds crew. I'm like, you can get to the game. You work at the stadium. You mow the lawn at the football stadium.
Yeah, just throw the windbreaker on and pop in.
It doesn't make sense.
No sense.
Anyways.
All right, well, that's the first leg.
Is that the only bad?
No. There's more bad, but there is a redeem, a silent redeem.
Okay, a bad redeem. I like a redeem, but boy, I hope this. Are they on it, or are they? What is this?
They're
is this like
not
Lebowski?
on anything. They like Rogan. They hate me, but they drive around once and they go, "We didn't see it. Sorry, kill
Security
yourself."
cam
Checked. The guy went. He did the whole scouring the area, hit all these cops are very vague, and they don't look you in the eye. They say a lot of fluff words, like, well, we're going to find the bike right now. All right, here we go over here. They keep adding words, and they won't answer questions. They're very strange.
The problem is they don't give a fuck.
And I wouldn't either,
As
be honest.
a taxpayer, I'm okay with them not giving a fuck. No offense.
Yeah, they got bullets whizzing over their head, and ACAB, and BLM, and George Anal, all this shit. So who knows anymore? But this is a moped. They're like, oh, we see 13 of these get stolen every 10 seconons, and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, but look at this one. It's cool. And he was like, that's a good-looking pic.
Yeah, jeez, these cops. You just, come on, help me. But what are they going to do? They got to go fight crime. There's crimes all over. Crime's up. 9
million people in this city. Crime's up. Hose down. You see that guy that lady shot a lady in the head? You see that in Brooklyn?
No, I missed it.
Yeah, well, they don't like to put a lot of certain types of news on for some reason.
I don't want to get into the news.
Did you see that guy drove through a crowd in Wisconsin?
Yeah, it's the news is wacky.
It's wacky to backy.
These news stories are quite misleading.
Yes, you got to do your own reconnaissance. You go, okay, well, Fox said this, and then CNN said that, but neither of those seem realistic. So then you got to go take a shower and noodle over it. Like, that's not news. Just tell me what fucking happened.
It's wild. I don't want to get into it, but it's dog shit out there. It's a whole problem. It's a big issue.
Big-ish.
And nothing's what it seems.
Big
My
shoe.
father's gay.
Yes. Not a ta, not a tee-hee, not a ha.
Was it ha? Smirk? Maybe. Wait, so what? So the cops are looking for that. So what happens next? Then you go to Vancouver?
Yeah, so now the hog is gone, lost the hog, high on the hog, low on the hog.
It kills me to think someone has the hog.
I know! They're riding
God.
that thing into the sunset, getting laid.
I think about it all the time because you remember my suitcase incident in San Jose. All I think is somebody has my vintage Jimmy Buffett T-shirt. It's on the floor somewhere.
Yes.
It exists.
Yes.
Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. So somewhere it exists.
You're right. They're probably jizzing in that shirt right now, then throwing it across the room.
A laptop. There's laptops with pictures of my wife's asshole all over the fucking town somewhere.
I got backups if you need those. But
All right.
yeah, either way, it's sad. It's a bummer. It's just a thing. They always say that. It's just things. You're like, I know, but I liked it.
It's a thing I have. It's mine.
Yeah, your son's a thing. He's gone. How about that?
He took it.
Yes.
Mine. It belongs to me, and someone stole it. He's a piece of shit.
Should have locked it up.
I hope that guy dies. Or
Same.
woman. Could have been a woman.
Could have been a woman. They're bad too.
Probably a man.
Probably, statistically. But either way,
Statistics are bad.
so walked home, head between your tits. Just, shit, that sucks. Cold night. You try to throw a podcast on. You can't stop thinking about somebody revving that engine and showing his friends, look at this. Oh, he didn't even lock it up. Fucking piece of shit. You're like, ah.
I wonder if he knows you, if he saw you.
I
If he's like,
know.
I got Mark Norman's bike over here, like John Voight.
Yes.
Boss.
Just driving around on Mark Norman's hog. All right, so now you just got to come home and you tell the lady. She goes, oh, that's horrible. You pack your shit. You go to bed. You wake up at the crack of queef to go to Vancouver.
Can I ask, did you get some nice sex at least, though? Did you get the unbummed sex?
No, I wasn't even in the mood.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hate to hear that.
I know. I couldn't pull it up because, I don't know. There was no gas in the tank. I just didn't have it. I was just thinking about the hog. I lit a candle. I said a prayer. I've had a moment of silence.
Because that's where my mind goes. I'm like, if my parents get sick and die, I got to get a blowjob, right? Don't you get your asshole eaten if your mother dies?
It'd be nice. Yeah, well, when she dies, I'll report back.
Yeah, please.
All right, so, you go to bed, you wake up at 5:48 the next day. You got to get your Uber. You got to get brush your teeth. You get your shit together. Go. Don't forget the charger. Don't forget the laptop. Don't forget this. Don't forget the Blue Chew. So here we are, JFK, Seattle, Delta. That's the plan.
Okay. Yeah, that's I know the flight. I know the terminal. I know it all.
Exactly.
Terminal 2, you go over there. Yeah, I just did that flight twice in 3 weeks.
Yeah. I'm done with West Coast. I did LA, I did Portland, I did Vancouver, I did Phoenix. I'm good. Mm-hmm. All right. So get to Delta. The guy goes, what time is your flight? I was like, it's at 8. And it was like 6:50. He goes, checked in? I'm like, no, international? Yeah. Oh, supposed to be 2 hours for that.
Yeah, he's correct.
Really?
Well, he's supposed to be there. I mean, the 2 hours is not really necessary, but you got to be there early.
Yeah.
Because they get the passport and the thing and the bullshit.
Okay, yeah, well, and COVID. In Canada's COVID crazy. So I had to get a COVID test on Monday just to, get your results ready because you got to bring that to the airport. So now I got a COVID test. I get there. I'm an hour early. Not...
cat's
shit,
barfing.
the cat just yacked.
Oh,
That's
the worst thing I've ever seen. At least do it on camera.
Man, I know.
Oh, jeez, now it's running over here. Oh, what's happening to it?
Oh, that's a big pile of yak over there.
What's happening? It's getting cuckoo.
I think
It's jumping up and down. It must be eating something.
I think it ate a... Oh, man.
Something's
It
wrong.
might yak again.
Yeah, it's about to puke again.
Oh,
Something's happening.
shit.
the
Oh, Jesus. Well, the cat's out the pod. I think that's it. We gotta cut him.
But something's wrong. It keeps running.
I think he's trying to run from his past.
I mean, this is bad news
He
bears.
might yak again.
And it's twisting its head up weird.
He's
Is it
exercised.
Satan? Yeah, it feels Satan-y.
Oh, he's got a dribble of slobber.
I know, it's bending its back.
He might die on us here.
Should we call May? I mean,
This is bad.
It's May Day. I mean, this is bad. It
Whoa.
keeps running. I've never seen anything like this.
Well, the carpet's ruined, that's for sure.
Do you have to call your wife? I mean, this is wild. For the folks at home, the cat is making a crazy noise. It pukes.
Yeah.
Then it arches it back, turns its head backwards, and then runs.
Wow.
Pukes in another place.
Yeah.
And runs again. I mean, this seems like a...
It looked like an exorcism.
Yeah.
I hope he's all right.
It must have eaten something wacky.
Oh, boy. Well, now I'm concerned, but we got a pod to do. The
But
show
if we lose
must
the bike and
jizz
cat.
on.
What's over there? What's the black thing in front
Yeah,
of the
what
door?
is the black thing? Maybe he chewed on something. Yeah, what is that? You're tall.
Is it a bug?
A bug?
Like a big... Let me look over there.
All right, go look over there. I'll color commentate. So the cat yacked up some weird orange goo, and it's on the carpet. Joe's going to go check it out. And looks...
Oh, that's just a hair tie.
Oh, it's a hair tie.
It's almost going to make me nuts.
Really? Ah!
A lot of puke. It looks like a human puke.
Jesus, I got to clean that up
That's
when you leave.
thick.
God damn it.
Something's wrong with the cat. I don't know how bad it is over here.
Maybe it heard the pod. It's not a fan.
I mean...
I think the cat likes Cumtown.
What if he took the...
What are you
This
looking
is
at?
Cumtown. Because he puked over here, too. I'm trying to see where it's at.
I think it was just a little bit of gurgle
A
there.
gurgle up?
I don't think it was a full-on hurl.
Okay, this book's knocked over. Is that a clue?
maybe the book knows where the hog is.
That
Who
cat ate
knows?
something. It's brown. It looks like a
Wait.
big... Oh, that was weird noises.
That was a gurgle itself.
That sounded like a Star Trek villain. It was like... I never saw Star Trek, but you know what I mean.
It's a lot of hurl. All right.
It
all
is.
right.
I'm like, I thought it was less, but the way it's moving is weird.
Yeah, well, we don't have Chuck, but we got up Chuck. All right. So, whew, that fart's no picnic either. But, all right, we got to try to regroup. I hope the cat
Regroup.
didn't go into the bedroom and keel over.
I know. I've never seen anything puke and run.
Yeah, Puke and Run. Bad convenience store. You got to come by the Puke and Run. Get your milk. Hey, folks. Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by BetterHelp Online Therapy. We talk about BetterHelp a lot on this show, and this month we're discussing some of the stigmas around mental health. We've been taught that mental health shouldn't be a part of normal life and that therapy is for quote-unquote crazy, kooky nut jobs. But therapy doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It means you recognize that all humans have emotions and we need to learn to control them, not avoid them. We take care of our bodies with the gym, the doctor, and nutrition. We should be focusing on our minds just as much. I used to not go to therapy. I was insane. I was crazy. I was borderline school shooter. But then I got Alan, and he helped a ton, but this is way easier. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you won't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more comfortable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Give it a try. See why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp Online Therapy. But just for our listeners, get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Tuesdays. That's BetterHelp.com/Tuesdays. Take control of your life and get the help you deserve from BetterHelp. Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Raycon. I love these earbuds. It's the holiday season, so no matter where you go, you'll be hearing Christmas songs being blasted for all to hear. But before you shove coal in your ears, try drowning out that relentless cheer with Raycon earbuds. I use them. I love them. They sound great. They feel great. They got a crispness to them that can't be beat. I listen to them while I snooze, while I run, while I fly. The audio quality is amazing, just what you expect from other premium brands at half the price, with seamless Bluetooth pairing and a comfortable noise isolating fit. You can start listening right away and keep listening for hours. They offer an 8-hour of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. That's insane. They're also built-in mics. You can take phone calls on your earbuds at the press of a button. And introducing the new everyday earbuds. They come with 3 new sound profiles to make sure everything you're listening to sounds great. With just the right amount of bass. Pick up a pair for yourself and enjoy. and get them for everyone on your list. Trust me, you're going to use them every day. I know I do. Go to buyraycon.com/Tuesdays today to unlock exclusive deals up to 20% off Raycon order. But hurry, this offer is available for a limited time only, and you don't want to miss it. That's B-U-Y, Raycon.com/Tuesdays to unlock 20% off. Buyraycon.com/Tuesdays. Get on it. Tuesdays with Stories is also brought to you by Manscaped. Hey, I know when it's time to tell my family what I'm thankful for this year. I'm going to tell them fresh balls. You got to love Manscaped. All their stuff is quality. The ball trimmer, the nose hair trimmer, the lawnmower, go right over the pubes. Get that shit out of your nostril. Your ears have hair. You don't even realize it. Trim it up, groom it up, clean it up. You're disgusting. And after you trim, give it a wipe. They got these great ball wipes, which are good if you don't shower often. You can just get a couple of those going on the sack, and you're fresh as a daisy. I keep them in my travel bag. You never know when you're going to have to do a rub down after a long tractor ride. It all starts with the Lawnmower 4.0. The ceramic blade reduces grooming accidents. It's both gentle on the jewels and easy to maneuver, not to mention waterproof. And now you can pair that with Manscaped's new body wash and aloe vera. Sea salt leaves you feeling as moist as a Thanksgiving turkey. And just in time for the holidays, Manscaped introduces their 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. The whole package works together from top of your head to the bottom of your other head. That's why they call it the perfect package. Get 20% off for free shipping with code Tuesdays at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code Tuesdays at manscaped.com. Clean up your candy cane with this year's Manscaped stuff. Your balls will thank you. Happy holidays. Enjoy that clean-cut dong. All right, so get to JFK. The lady's giving me shit. You know, you wait in line. Now you're sweating because you're like, oh, I'm supposed to be 2 hours. I'm only an hour early. And you get to the front of the line, and she's like, hello. And I'm like, I'm going to Vancouver. She's like, oh, God, you're up against it. And she goes, do you have your vaccine card? Here you go. Do you have your COVID test negative? Here you go. Do you have your Canada entry app?
What?
And I go, what's that? She goes, oh, you're supposed to fill out this app. You're supposed to download an app, fill out the form. It's the only way you can get on the plane. Ugh. And I go, I hate an app. Now I got to make a username, a password. It's all apps, Jerry.
I fucking hate apps. I'm tired of apps. I'm sick and tired of fucking apps.
Drives me nuts, but you got to just do it right there. And you're sweating, and I got a coat on, and you got the backpack there. And I'm like, okay, address, password, okay. Oh, now they send you a confirmation. Now you got to go outside the app, get on your phone. Okay, now put that in. It's just such a guzzler. When was the last vaccination? So you're looking on the card, it's all wrinkled and tattered. You put that in. Finally, after like 15 minutes of beep, boop, bop, bop, bap, we got it. Ugh. And she's like, all right, you're through. You're good. Get there. Get on the plane. Got the whole row. Hey, things are looking up. Fly to Seattle. Land in Seattle. We're a little late, so they go, you better hurry up and get your connection. And I'm running, and I see a Chipotle, and I go, damn, I'd love to eat there. It's, it's a 5.5-hour flight.
I know. That's the thing. It fucking ruins your meals, these flights.
I know.
These cross-country flights, because you eat a breakfast, if you're lucky, and then your next meal, it's like 7:30 p.m.
Exactly. And the time change, not to mention. So I'm like trying to check in because I'm like, I want that Chipotle. I'm starving. I want that Chipotle. I haven't eaten today. And it's like, you got to go to the gate. You got to go to the gate. So I'm like, fuck Chipotle. Let me just knock this out because who knows what this will be. So I run to the gate. There's a line. You wait in the line. You get up to the gate, and the lady goes, you got your Canada admission. Here you go. You got your vaccine card. Here you go. You got your COVID test. Here you go. Wait a minute. And you're like, what is it? I've done everything. I swear to God, I did the test. She goes, it's got to be within 72 hours. When'd you get the test? I was like, I don't know, Monday? She goes, hold on.
Oh,
it's been 74 hours. And I go, wow, come on, lady parts. What are we doing here, sister? We're splitting hairs, fatty. And she's like, I don't know. And she leans over to some fat guy with a vest on. She's like, and he goes, nah. So he says no. So that the whole thing's shot. And I'm like, look, you coos, I got to get to Vancouver. We got 2 sold-out shows tonight. She goes, well, you could get a COVID test and get on the next flight. And I was like, well, when's that land? She's like, 10. I'm like, the show's at 7. The other one's at 9.
Oh,
we got to
God.
make it work.
Vancouver.
Yes. Good title. So I was like, I can't do that. You gotta let me slide. She's like, hey, it's Canada. Trudeau's in brownface. They got healthcare and weed and all that. You're fucked. And I go, ah! So what do I do? So I get on the horn with the management, and I'm like kind of yelling. Nah, I don't want to say yelling, but I'm giving the assistant the business.
Stern.
Daniel Stern, Howard.
Itzhak Stern.
So I'm like, why'd you let me get a test on Monday? I should have been Tuesday. He's like, well, because the results say they take 2 days. So if you got it Tuesday, it might have been too late. And he's right. But I just, you want to yell at somebody.
Yeah, of course.
So one lady on the team had an interesting idea. She goes, all right, how about this? Get the test at the airport, rent a car, drive to 3 hours. You'll make it.
That seems better.
You think?
I don't know. It sounds like something. If you missed the flight, you missed the flight. It's like the old Seinfeld bit. If you missed the flight, there's no alternative. There's no canon. That's a great bit.
Canon.
Remember that bit?
Oh, no, I don't know that bit.
It was in the book. I don't know if you ever did it. He's like, the bit was, with flight, there's no other option. If you miss the train, you can get a bus. If you don't get the bus, you can rent a car. But on a plane, there's no, like, canon where they're like, all right, hold on. That was St. Louis. And he's like, that's about Kansas City. And he's like, jump in.
Oh, I never heard that.
And he goes, when you land, get out of the way because we're sending your luggage right after you. It's
That's
a fun,
great.
silly bit.
That's
I mean, the
great.
best part is the act out of moving it from St. Louis to Kansas City. And he goes, that's about Kansas City.
And the luggage is good,
The
too.
luggage
Just
is
picture
great.
like, oh, get out of the way. Here comes a fucking Samsonite.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's great.
He's gold.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I go, because now you're thinking, man, I had a cushy 48-minute flight with first class.
I know.
And now I'm getting a COVID test. I'm getting in line to get a COVID test and then driving 3.5 hours after renting a car.
It's all bonkers. Isn't that the instant test or whatever, the rapid?
Yeah.
I'm sick and fucking tired of
It's all
COVID.
stupid. It's
I'm
all
tired.
stupid.
You're like, look at me. Can't you do like a field sobriety
I
test?
know,
I don't
I
have
know.
COVID. Let me cough on you. Look at my asshole. I'm
Yes.
vaccinated. I'm double vaxxed. I'm boosted. It's
Yes.
the same with Berlin. I booked this trip. I'm fucking thrilled about Berlin. I sold out the show in fucking 8 hours. I got people being like, hey, can we get tickets? Can you do a second show? And now I got people emailing me, the Christmas markets are closing. They're outside. They're outside. You wear a mask. You're vaccinated. I don't understand.
Wait, it's an outdoor show?
No, the show's inside, but the markets are outside. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. And it's all semantics. And I even told the lady, I was like, this is bullshit. She's like, I know. I just don't want to get fired. So I get it.
I understand everyone's got to do it, but it's like, what are we doing?
I know. It's
And
so stupid.
The vaccine, to me, changes everything. If
It's
you're
supposed
vaccinated,
to.
you get to fucking do it. And people are like, I don't get it.
yeah.
That's the thing. We got vaccinated. Now we get to do things.
Right.
Even if you're unvaccinated. It's
Exactly.
like, you do things. If you're unvaccinated, I'm vaccinated. I'll go hang out with you. I don't give a fuck. Once
Right.
there's a vaccine, everything should be open. I'm sorry.
That's what the rule should be.
It does not make sense. Plus, how are we have to wear masks and we have to be vaccinated?
It doesn't make sense.
Why would both of those things exist?
It's cuckoo bananas.
I just think once the vaccine is readily available, everyone gets to do whatever they want.
Yeah. By the way, I heard Austria just shut down or locked down again.
I know they're right next to Germany. I'm terrified that I'm
Yeah.
going on this trip, the trip of a lifetime. Christmas, I planned it for 8 months.
Yep.
And they're just going to go, no, you can't come. And how about this? There's no international vaccine passport. So I don't know how to prove my vaccine there other than showing them a card.
Right.
And they're going to go, no, you got to have the passport.
Yep. Rotterdam and Brussels are violently protesting. They're like, we're not going back to lockdown. I can't go back, fatty. I can't do it.
I'm not
again.
going back.
Not going back.
No, I mean, I'm not mentioning we're going to concerts. I'm going to a rock show tonight. I'm meeting and greeting in Chicago. We're at Zany's. There's 140 people. It's packed in there. I'm fine.
Yes.
I'm vaxxed. I'm boosted.
Boost. Rudy. So I go, all right. I guess, you got to just like kick into high gear. I get my dumb test. And they go, you got to wait here for your results. And I go, I don't have time to wait. I have to go get on a shuttle to a rental car, rent a car when I'm not reserved, get a car, and start driving. And they're like, I highly recommend you waiting. And I'm like, what's the difference? Aren't you going to email me my results? They're like, yeah, but if we have to retest you. I'm like, how often does that happen? And they're like, pretty rarely. And I'm like, well, then shut the fuck up.
You're
Work with me.
retested.
Yes. Retarded. So they like to make it harder. I think in a weird subconscious way, they like to be like, well, you should wait. I'm like, I got to go. If I stay, I won't make it. She's like, I would wait. I'm like, You just want things worse for me for some weird reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they like the power or the thing, or I don't get it.
Power trip.
People like to poop on the parade.
They like pooping.
I think people get off on being like, just to let you know, everything's going to be closed when you get to Germany. I think people like it.
They like it.
doing that.
It's the same with the Twitter cunt who goes, you typo and then you delete it and then put it back up and he goes, oh, what was up with that typo? You're like, I made a typo and I deleted it. You cum stain? Leave me alone. This is your life? This is where you get off?
They like doing it. People love to bum people.
Yes, the bum.
How about a cheer? No bum.
Cheer. Good show. So, I get the fucking car. You get on the shuttle. You get to the budget or the dollar or the whatever the hell it is, Avis, and you go, hey, I have a reservation. No. Okay, we got this piece of shit. We got a 3-wheeled car with a dildo in the seat, and it says swastika on the side. You're like, all right, I'll take it. And all right, that'll be $9,000. You're like, all right, here you go. And I just get in the car, and I just hightail it out of there. I mean, I'm in Washington State, just beelining it to Vancouver. Oh. So 2 hours in, I got Billy Joel on the blower. I'm kind of starting to level out. I get the results negative. Big shocker. Who fucking knew? Get to the porter. The guy goes, all right, what do you got? I go, here you go. He goes, all right, keep it moving, dickless. And now the phone's out of commission. I didn't think about that. I got no plan.
The phone, isn't it just unextended or whatever? I thought it worked in Canada.
No, I got no right to roam.
What do you got, AT&T or something?
Yes.
Oh, AT&T, that's your problem.
Oh, jeez.
There's your problem.
This is the longest day of my life.
I mean, this is horrible. I'd rather have AIDS than AT&T.
Positive. So, what's the difference between AIDS and HIV? I'll never understand.
Well, now I don't know. I mean, back in the day, it was like you're gonna die, and then it means death. I don't know. AIDS is bad, and HIV positive is like heads up. It's gonna get ugly.
I've had 9 gays, and Magic Johnson explained it to me. I still don't get it.
Now I think it's just a transition. It transitions from one to the other.
Like Jenner.
Yes, exactly.
Got it.
HIV positive is a fucking Olympic athlete, and AIDS is a reality star.
Hearing aids. So,
am I fearing AIDS?
What was that again?
That's the Metallica.
Oh, yeah, ka.
Why don't you try a hearing aid? Am I fearing AIDS?
What a weird thing to say.
But you got to live your life. By the way, the line, Matt Wayne and I were in Chicago. We were doing Seinfeld all weekend. It was so fun. The line, I fucking burst out laughing. I couldn't stop laughing. Was the, his favorite animal? The leopard. He likes the spots.
Oh, that's a great line.
He likes the spots. What kind of
so
show?
Good.
No other show is like that.
No, zero.
That the weird old Jewish uncle is explaining why his favorite animal is a leopard.
Right.
Because he likes the spots. I just heard a noise. Is the cat dead? Should you check on the cat?
I'm
I feel
a little
like that would be
worried about the
responsible.
cat.
Maybe check on the cat.
Let me check. Fill some air.
I'll fill some air. Mark's checking on the cat. Don't step in the huge pile of shit. I told you. It's bad news bears. The cat puke from my seat, my point of view, it looks like a little piece of something, like a little rubber dog shit you buy at a joke shop. I went closer. It is thick. It looks like someone dropped a frap, like a milkshake. Is the cat alive?
Cat's in a bad way. I walk in the bedroom. He's on the bed, and I turn the light on, and he went,
oh, jeez.
So I think he's got some issues.
I think he got hit with a vampire, or he's got COVID maybe or something.
Oh, maybe he's got COVID.
Does he have COVID toes? Is COVID toe a thing? I feel like that was
toe.
horse shit.
I've never heard of COVID toe. I've heard of athlete's foot. Tennis elbow. Never heard of COVID toe. That's a new one. Frostbite.
You heard of COVID toe?
I've never heard of COVID toe.
Seriously?
I've heard of camel toe.
I've seen that.
Oh, yeah.
There's COVID toe and there's COVID knuckle. COVID toes is when your toes fall off or something.
What? That's
I gotta look it up.
That's
Let me look it up.
Look it up.
COVID toes.
Give it a goog. I've never heard of COVID
I think
toes.
they curl
You're
up.
Comatose. They're very similar words.
No, COVID toe. It's when your toes curl up like the fucking Wicked Witch of the East, I think.
I've had a good orgasm or two with a toe curl.
COVID toes is the thing. I'm telling you. Hold on. Let me look it up.
I've never heard of this one. This is new to me.
COVID toe comes up right away. COVID tongue is another thing.
COVID tongue.
COVID toes. What you need to know. What are the symptoms? The skin on one or more. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Probably no shortness of breath. Yada, yada.
Uh-huh.
What causes COVID toes? Unclear. Skin changes. What are the symptoms? Look, that's a COVID toe.
Oh, interesting. That doesn't look so bad.
Yeah, I think I have COVID toes since I was a kid.
I know. I've heard hammered toe, toe jam, toe cheese, Cheeto, but never COVID toe.
The skin on one or more of your toes or fingers may swell up and look bright red, then gradually turn purple. I got COVID cock. Turns bright purple.
I think my bike got COVID toed.
Lots of people don't feel anything. They haven't even noticed these changes when their toes or whatever. Blisters, itching, pain. It's like herpes for the toe.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, COVID toes.
Breakout. How about that?
All right, so you hop in the car, you get a clear bill of health, you're going across the border.
Now I'm off to the Great White Way. I crossed the border, easy peasy Japanesey, and the phone goes kaput. You know, I got no phone, but I click over to Overview on the maps, which is, it's not the actual ziggity-zaggity. It's like a list of directions.
Oh, fun. Classic, like the old days.
Yeah, but the old days weren't easy. I'm a pioneer now. I got scurvy, and the Native Americans are coming after me. So it'll just be like, take a right, then go straight, then take a left. So you have to actually keep an eye. It's not like...
You got to keep track of them.
There's no 2 miles that you're going to get off on this exit. It's all paper.
Right.
So it's harder. Now the clock's ticking. I got 8 wrecks. It's raining, by the way. It's pouring rain. So
Always.
I'm doing the whole, like, squinty, going slow with the wiper. Wee-hoo, 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 wee-hoo. And I'm like, does that say Geronimo or not? And you're like, fuck it, I'll take the exit. And it just was a bitch and a half. Finally, you get to the condo. By the way, it's a condo for this club, which is also a kick in the dick. It's a house of comedy. It's not a bad room, but... I hate a condo, and they always go, but it's a nice condo.
I know, everyone always says that. Only Denver has the nice condo.
Yeah, it's on par with Denver, but I still want a hotel. I want the coffee in the lobby. I want to shit blood in the toilet and not look at it. And I don't, the fridge was full of weird food, and you just know another comic, Enrique Iglesias jerked off in there, or Gabriel Iglesias, sorry. Either way, it's weird. So you get there, and I pull in, and luckily a guy from the club is empathizing and understands what I went through. So he's like, I'll show up at the condo, and I'll help you out. I'll give you the key because you need a key and all that shit. I'll give you the Wi-Fi. So I pull up in a car, and he goes, oh, you're driving, huh? There's no parking here.
Oh,
and I go, God,
this is a fucking hellacious gig.
I know. We still have 2 shows to do. So... I was like, well, what do I do? He's like, well, you could pay to park. You could park at my place. We're kind of just going over it. And I go, well, fuck it. And I just pull into a reserve spot in the parking lot. And I go, I'm putting it here. And he goes, it could get towed. I'm like, I'll risk it. I run up. I shower. I come down. Car's still there. I drive the car to the club, which is like 2 blocks. Park at the club. Do the gigs. Drive back to the condo. Go to bed. Wake up and drive the car back to the airport and Uber back.
So this is all a one-nighter?
No. I do it a whole weekend.
Oh, I was thinking you're driving back to Seattle. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I drove the car back to the airport because I had to get rid of the rental.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I had to wake up early, drive the car back, come back, and yada, yada. Did the shows. Shows were good. Guess who opened for me? You'll never guess.
Well, that doesn't seem fun.
Yeah, you're right.
Let me try to think.
It's
Hold
too
on.
obscure.
Too obscure, but I must know who it is.
I believe
when you tell me, I'm going to go, oh, wow.
I think so. I mean, I'll say he's a Canadian legend.
Canadian legend. All right. Martin Short, Dan Aykroyd.
No, not that big.
Canadian
Slow
legend,
down.
stand-up. Oh, Brett Butt.
No, but ballpark.
Phil Hanley?
Jeremy Hotz.
Oh, wow.
I know.
That's fun. He opened for you?
That's the thing. He took COVID off, so he's rusty. So he's like, I want to get back into it. I'm going on tour soon, so I thought I'd middle. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm going up after you? That's like going up after, Tom Papa or something.
Wow, that's exciting.
Very exciting. And, he's killing. He's got his dog in the green room. He's telling me old stories. He's like, I was friends with Norm Macdonald. We were like this, and I knew this guy, I knew that guy. This guy chewed me out. And just a fun time. But here's the other clinker.
Wow, a lot of clinkers.
Big clinker. You got to go back over the border. You need a new test.
Are you fucking me?
Not fucking you. I'd like to. But
Jesus.
it's got to be within 72 hours. So now we got a big debate at the club. I got 8 guys. I got the cook. I got the waitresses. I got the hostess. I got the manager. I got all the other openers. And I go, well, I did take one at the airport. And then you get the guy with the green visor. He's like, well, let's see. It'll be 68 hours by the time you get it. It's your call. So now we do this whole day. Like, do you want to risk it? It's technically within time, but I don't know. Canada will fuck you. They'll fuck you. They'll fuck you. So
I don't get it. It's like, well, it says 72. It's under 72. What's the risk? What's the debate?
Well, the debate is you never know.
Oh, my God.
So I went and got the goddamn test. They paid for it. I went down to Gastown. I saw the Museum of Art. Downtown Vancouver, I mean, it's hard to beat.
Spectacular. Unbelievable. Stanley Park, the high rises, the whole thing.
Unbelievable. The water, the views, Mount Rainier. That Gastown is something special, too. It's really pretty. But the heroin, my God, the heroin.
I mean, everywhere.
Yeah.
Seattle, Portland, New York. Everywhere I go.
I feel like that West Coast over there, that Portland, Seattle, all the way down to L.A. and, San Francisco. It's brutal over there with the opioids.
And the homeless and the thing. The other day, I was leaving the cellar. A guy swung at me again.
What?
It's crazy. I walked out. It was a fun night. It was me, Louie, Ronan, Sarah. Great hang over there. You came in. That was the night of the Hanley thing.
Yeah,
you were there.
yeah.
You were there. It was right when I
there.
walked out. We were at separate tables, though, which is a bummer. Separate but equal.
Yeah.
But walking out, great night, and I ordered a Lyft, and I was looking to see where the guy is, and there was like a crazy homeless guy standing there being like, money, blah, blah, like that thing. And I just went, sorry, I can't. I looked back at my phone, and then he like lurched. He did like, fucker.
Whoa.
Like that. And what was crazy, it was like a cartoon, because it startled me. I threw my phone and then caught it. Like I did this.
Wow.
And caught it, and I like swung into like squared up position.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, oh, and I was like, hey, whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then Sarah and Ronan were right there, and they had to cut. Luckily, he just moved on to some other people.
Uh-huh.
It was fun, though, because Ronan was like, hey, that was impressive. And I was like, thank you. In
All
front of my wife,
right.
which was nice. But it was scary. I get back in the car. I'm like, this is another incident. And then Ronan's like, it's because you're tall. I'm like, just say goofy.
Right.
Tall. And I'm
yeah.
like, it's not me. It's not me. It's them. They're crazy.
Yeah.
There's crazy people. And we were talking about that. There used to be insane asylums. There's no more asylums.
That's true.
These people should be in insane asylums.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing people that should be institutionalized walking out on the street.
Yeah, what are those over?
I think they're over. He said Reagan ended them. I'd have to do some research. But I guess Reagan was like, it's a morning in America, fuck them, let them out, or whatever.
What?
I didn't want to fund them, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's always budget cuts.
It's always budget cuts. Well, let's at least put them to work. Put them in a circus. Make them do the fields or something. Like, give them some structure.
It's no good, but it's just it makes me want to move to the suburbs
I know.
and buy a fucking machine gun and mount it on the roof of my house and just sit up there.
You start to get it. Yeah, just been on a swivel.
It's a different world out here.
I know. I got some lady swung a backpack at me in Vancouver. She got off the bus. It's all hobos and derelicts and addicts. And this lady gets off the bus, and, the bus pulls up, and I'm walking next to the bus just by chance. The back door swings open. She plops off, just big, fat, homeless lady. And I was, like, right next to her, and she goes, 6 feet! Ah! And swung her backpack, and I did, like, a Matrix.
It was a COVID swing?
A who?
A COVID swing.
Well, it was a 6-feeder. Yeah, exactly. COVID.
What the fuck?
I know. It was bad news. And by the way, I went to the Vancouver Museum of Art. Big protest. I was like, oh, here we go with the protest. And they were going, no vax passports. No vax passports. So that's something.
Yeah.
The public is talking. The public is clamoring. I think people are angry. Some people want to keep this going, this pandemic, which I don't understand. Let's get back to normal, you queefs.
I just don't get it. I said my thing.
Yeah. All right. So that was it. The shows were good. We had a couple of...
Pills are good.
You ever had this one? Had the front row table, long table of like cute 18-year-old blondes, and 6 of them are texting, 4 of them are giggling amongst themselves, and one of them is just like bored with me. So I have every bad thing going on at once.
Yeah.
I got the not paying attention, I got the talking, I got the one chick who hates me, and then I got the one lady heckling me.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah.
It's like a little like they it's like a T-shirt or something. Like they put what if we put all the greatest on the shirt and then they're walking across Abbey Road or whatever, and you're like, oh, that's clever.
I had the greatest hits of hecklers, the greatest hits too. They were cute, but it was just a nightmare because you want to go, hey, you dirty beep beep boop bap, but they're like cute, young, pretty ladies, so you can't really be mean for some reason, even though it's all about equality. But who knows anymore?
Did you ever get that strip club bit from Vancouver to work?
I tried it. I've tried it every year for like 10 years.
That's like me with this story about my ex-girlfriend that I got brought back again. It kind of works, but kind of doesn't.
I love that bit.
I love yours.
Well, tell the audience.
The Titty Bar in Vancouver 38 years ago, whatever year, we were both single. Just put that date on there. And there was no women coming out.
Right.
Remember, there was no one there, and you're like, well, this is just a gay bar.
Yes.
It's very funny.
And you're like, that's a bit. And I tried it. I tweaked it. I twerked it. I twisted it. And nothing. I've written pages on that bit.
The funniest thing that happened there that I tried to do as a bit, remember the lady came up, there was one woman that came over, we were the only ones in there, and she came over, and I said, you have French fries back there? And she's like, you want French fries? And I was like, yeah. She's like, hold on, I'll be right back. And then she walked all the way to the other part of the bar. You see her talk to a woman, and I was like, great, she put in the fry order. Then a different woman comes all the way over and goes, I'm the waitress. What do you want to eat? And I go, what? French fries. And she goes, you want French fries? And I was like, yeah, isn't that what? She's like, no, she's not allowed to take orders. So I'm like, well, why didn't she just tell you that we wanted French fries?
Well, that's you can't take orders.
But whatever.
It's all stupid. That feels like a COVID thing, you know? Like, well, you have to tell her, and she can't do this, and all these dumb rules that we put on ourselves, but you got to follow them.
They use COVID to make their business shittier.
Yes.
I talked about this. In Vancouver, you can't go into Starbucks. In the one place. Some you can. And then my gym doesn't have towels. Like, we don't have towels because of COVID. And I'm like,
right.
How does that make even kind of a little sense?
It doesn't work. It's the same with the hotels where they go, hey, we want to be green here, so we're only giving you a washcloth. And you're like, what? Well, we're going green. We don't want to wash a bunch of clothes. Like, nah, you're skipping.
And you're saving money.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, don't act like you're doing something for the environment.
Right.
You're certainly not doing that.
No, it's skimping. It's just, this will be a nice way to, I think people do that too. They go like, hey, I believe in this and that. And you're like, you're just using this shit to look better or virtuous or get a better job or whatever, or get hired.
Oh, we're turning into old assholes.
I guess so. We're a couple of boomers.
Yeah, we're boomers.
Yeah, well, blow me.
Boomer Esiason, he was cool.
Oh, yeah.
He went to the Super Bowl. Didn't win.
Yeah.
Montana.
Boomer. Zoomer.
Well, Chris Berman, he's called Boomer, but it's just Boomer. So it doesn't really... Chris Boomer. That guy sucks.
Well, you know what's weird is like these kids in the 60s got all flower power... fuck the man, hippy dippy, Woodstock, and then they got older and they became yuppies and bought all the pasta makers and the HBOs and the Rogaine.
Sure.
And then
Joe Rogaine.
Yeah, and then these cats are all woke and hip and cool and activists, and then they're going to get older, and what's going to happen?
Yeah, I don't know. They're going to beat the shit out of their kids or something, or take a shit or kill themselves. I don't know what's going on.
Well, hopefully their kids annoy the shit out of them like they're annoying the shit out of everybody else.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know nothing about anything, but wait, did we finish the story? The hecklers,
sorry.
the woman.
Sorry, I'm done.
So the hecklers, but the shows were good.
Shows were good. I hired a film guy. Thank God. You gotta get content.
It's all the content.
I hired a film queef, and he shot it. And I went to town on these ladies and really zinged and zanged. And we got all that on tape, so it kind of worked out.
Oh, that's fun.
But yeah, a lot of gays out there in the coof. So thank you, gays.
Love the gays. I'll be out there. I should have brought my book. January 15th, I think it is.
Oh,
it's
nice.
a Saturday, and then I'm doing a one-nighter in Seattle the 16th. So I'm going to make that same car ride.
Love a one-nighter.
So did you get to fly from Vancouver, or did you have to drive back to Seattle?
I flew from Vancouver to Seattle.
So that worked.
That worked, but it was a 10.5-hour travel day. I woke up at 5 a.m. and I got back to New York at 9:30 p.m.
It's horrible. Like I said, I did it twice in 3 weeks. Those cross-country, flying east is always tough, and that's we're fully back. I mean, the miles I'm putting in.
Oh, yeah.
In like the last few weeks, I went from New York to Seattle, back to New York to Houston, back, Portland, back, Chicago, back. Then I'm going Boston, Providence, then straight to Detroit to Cleveland, back to New York to Berlin, and back.
How long do you get in New York for Berlin?
just a couple days. I only have like 2 nights left in New York.
Ooh,
yeah, we're
boy,
gonna have some.
boy.
We're gonna have to Zoom. I'm gone like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you are gone. I mean, I'll be gone as well, but not like that. You're jet setting, fatty.
It's bad news bear. And then this Germany. I've said all I can. Hopefully, Germany, for God's sakes, come through and be cool. You got vaccinated, but evidently it's a COVID factory over there.
Well, Ari got it, Chuck got it, Viter got it. Everybody's getting it again, but maybe you get it, you move on. Maybe it's not the end of the world, for Christ's sake.
Well, like I said, I'm boost. I got a hell of a boost. It was pretty fun to get the boost.
Oh, yeah?
I went over there. It was like some weird low budge, what do you call it? Bodega or pharmacy. But it was like the shitty one. And I was kind of like, is this cool? But then you're like, it's the same shot. Who gives a shit?
Right.
And the guy was really nice. Pete, he was like an old New York guy. And he's like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, hey, pretty good. And he's like, I got the shot a couple days ago. No problems. You're going to be fine. And he goes, let me know. And I go, yeah, you know me. I'm a big coward. I don't know. And he stuck it right in there. And then he's like, you did great. He gave me a lollipop and an ice pack, which was great. And you know what was nice about going to this place? He didn't do the 15 minutes you got to wait around.
Yeah, I hate the wait.
And the first time I got the shot, I'm allergic to ibuprofen. So I said that, and they're like, you got to wait for 30. So I had to sit there for 30 minutes, and reactions happened in the first 30 seconds.
Right, exactly.
So for 1.5 hour, they're standing there with the clock. This guy was like, yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, take care.
A lot of those things I don't buy. Hey, you can't go swimming after you eat out a girl. And, what's that other one? Like, don't eat before surgery. I'm like, I bet I could eat. I bet I'd be fine.
Yeah, I think it's all bullshit.
Yeah. What'd you do with the hangovers with the ibuprofen back in your day?
Just Tylenol.
Oh.
Tylenol and hydrate.
I thought they were the same thing.
No, different. Let me tell this one story real quick, and then we got to get the hell out of here, because I got to get to the
cat
stand.
Puke is starting to stink a little.
Yeah, I feel bad for that cat. That was rough. I don't know what it ate.
He's going through puberty.
So how about this? I'm at Chicago. First of all, great weekend. Matt Wayne came, killed every show. So many Tuesdays. Every show packed. So exciting. So fun. So much support. Saw some good old Tuesday friends there. And just a great time. We walked all over. We were doing 17,000 steps. We went to Lou Malnati's, was great. Went to that Orso's restaurant, which was fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Love that spot. Love Zany's. Love everyone there. So thanks, everybody, for coming out. Beautiful.
Good management, because I know Bert left.
Bert's gone. Yeah, there's the good guy. Everyone was good there. And Sarah Perry, shout out to her. She emceed. She was fantastic.
All
funny,
right, Perry.
Good hang, and just a good time. I had a great time up there.
Yeah, I love that upstairs green room. It just there's a ton of history. It's just comfortable there.
Delightful. And you can walk to the hotel. You walk back.
Still that boutique hotel, that hip spot?
Hotel Lincoln, yeah.
Yes,
it's like a hipster lobby, but then like a shitty hotel upstairs.
Yeah,
but a great
exactly.
view, spectacular view.
I plowed a real cougar in there years ago.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, good
Chicago Cougars. That's a good name.
Good team.
But so I go to Starbucks.
Got the third base.
I tried to do this as a bit. It just bombed every night. Who cares? Nobody cares. But I'm at Starbucks. First thing in the morning, I'm going to a meeting, which was fun. And that was a black meeting, and they kept going, you sing it, baby. It was great.
All right,
it was
a little
really
more fun.
Really fun, very spiritual. And so I'm in line at the Starbucks. I got 9 a.m. You know me. If I'm late, I want to kill the cat just came back. Sort of.
Good. Maybe he's alive.
It's moving. So if I'm late, I'm compulsively early. It makes me psychotic to be late.
Yes.
So I get to Starbucks, long line, out the door. Take it forever. It's a long line because one person is at the counter. You know that thing where you're not paying attention?
Yeah.
And you're just kind of looking at your phone, you're checking your email. All of a sudden, you're like, is that the same person?
Right.
And all of a sudden, you have that like alarm go off. You're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yes.
What is this? It's a young girl and her parent. And then she finally moves. She finally finishes, so the line starts to move. And there's a young girl behind me. And this girl recognizes this girl. And she goes, hey. And they go, what's going on? She goes, I just bought all of our teachers Starbucks gift cards. And I'm like, what? What?
Oh, man.
So at 9 a.m., first of all, fuck you. You're a cunt trying to get ahead. You're cheating the system.
Yeah.
Who buys gifts for their teachers? I hate these kids
Right.
that are bringing gifts to the teachers.
Yeah, you have teacher's pet, queef, pussy.
And I love teachers. I think they're underpaid criminally. I think that it should be more. I think it's an underrated job. God bless you. I wish you did a better job.
What, are you kidding? They get summers off. They leave at 3. It's the easiest gig in the world.
Oh, they're paid shit. They got to buy their own supplies. It's horrible. Talk to a teacher. It's brutal.
They're all fucking their students.
And then we'd have a better society if we had some better teachers. Our public school system's broken, but whatever. God
right.
bless you. Thanks for your service. They're getting threatened. These kids are beating them up. They're all autistic now, they claim. It's a
That's
whole
true.
situation. So it's
That's true.
difficult. You got to deal with the allergies and all the shit, and you get paid shit money, and you're off all summer, but you don't get paid.
Right.
So it's brutal. So God bless the teachers, but fuck these kids that are like, I got you a gift card, Mrs. Dingleberry. Oh, can I get an A? It's just like, you're a douche. And like, this is who goes to Harvard and gets to be president because they brought the
Yes.
goddamn kid. And those are the comics that show up at the club. You show up at your spot and they're like arm in arm with the club owner. And I'm like, I didn't know we could do that.
Right. I brought donuts. Well, how about you write
Yes,
a joke, you dickless
exactly.
Jew?
I hate these people because I'm the quiet guy writing, and I don't know
Yeah.
how to talk to anyone. I go, oh, thanks for having me. I'm nervous. I'll see you later.
Right.
And meanwhile, they're like, I brought 25 pizzas to the staff, and I'm like, oh, fuck you,
Yeah, you're not a comic.
you cheater. And also, go at 11 a.m. or 3 p.m.
Right.
Everyone here, we're real workers. We all have jobs.
We gotta get
Well,
back.
Not me so much, but all these people are going to work and they're
Sure.
late because you are taking your dumb daughter to buy all your, oh, here you go. Here's your gift card. Fuck off. Fuck your family.
Yeah, suck it, teach.
Anyways, that's my rant for the week.
All right. I love it.
Jeez. Is that your bike? I think that was it.
Oh, my bike's not that loud.
I can't see Peter.
No,
he might have put
my-
one of those things on there, though.
Huh.
You know, the thing where they put the thing
Oh,
where
the
it goes,
tracker.
"Blow."
Oh, I
No,
see, I see.
the growler or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, yeah, the muffler.
The muffler, the steamer.
Something. Stanley steamer. Cleveland steamer.
All right, I got
right.
a couple dates. I got to
What do you
plug
got
these
on
dates.
dates? Give me
I got a
some
couple
dates.
one-nighters, and now I really got to plug the dates because people are coming, for God's sake.
You got that right.
December 1st, one night. Oh, careful. There's a
Watch
big
out, the cat puked.
right in front of you.
Right in front of you there.
Yeah, the cat's a little dinged up.
Yeah, something happened.
See, there's a big pile of
See
business
it?
there.
Right in front of
12
you.
o'clock, about a foot ahead, edge of the rug.
The edge of the rug. What? Oh,
yeah, he was going
eucalyptus.
crazy. He was running and doing weird things.
Yeah, he was a little kooky.
It was
All
Bad
right.
News Bears. That's May Planner making a cameo, folks.
Yes.
Check
Check out her
December
pod.
December 1st, hilarities. One night only. Well, you got one?
I shot it out, and then I got the mic too late.
I thought you were like, this is disrespectful. I'll change my mind, but it just didn't happen.
Yep.
December 1st, hilarities. One night only. It's a Wednesday. It's in between Louis dates. Cleveland. Come, get tickets. One night only. December 22nd, Houston. Also one night only. That's Secret Group.
Great room.
Christmas time. Pack it out. December 22nd. And then also Poughkeepsie. Laugh it up. That's the whatever the weekend before that is. What are
I
those
like
numbers?
that spot. That's a good little. It's a good room in a hotel, and it's like 30 minutes from the city.
It's 17, 18. December 17th and 18th. Berlin, the 11th. That's sold out. You can't get into that. But Poughkeepsie, 17, 18. Secret Group, the 22nd. Hilarities, December 1st. And then January, I'm doing that Vancouver date and Seattle back-to-back. January 15th, January 16th.
And these are a lot of one-nighters, so you gotta pack these out, folks. Every gay's got to come. You got to sell out the one-liners.
Exactly. Every gay's got to come. That's an old adage from Plato, I think.
That's a T-shirt. Get on it.
Every gay's got to come.
All right.
Where are you? Tell them all the places.
Royal Oak, Michigan. I'm in New Orleans.
I'm just missing you. When
Oh,
do you get to
weird.
Royal Oak? I forget because I have a day off.
Well, this weekend I'm in New Orleans, hometown hero. We had a second show. Please come to that. Then Royal Oak, Michigan, the next weekend after that. Then Charlotte, Comedy Zone, and Atlanta Buckhead Theater.
Nice.
Milwaukee Improv, Kansas City Improv. All kinds of dates. MarkNormanComedy.com. Check it out. Give them hell. Praise Allah. I got to clean up some cat puke.
Georgia Saint got it.